Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and this video is meant to help people that did not know this ahead of time. Basically, if you didn't know it, you can get a full awesome tech suit, not primitive, like advanced levels. Usually you can get it in around the journeyman range over on Genesis. Now, obviously, this is not something that's super easy to do, but you do literally gain free access to a tech suit. So why wouldn't you is the question. And it's really not that difficult. You have to do 5 different missions in order to get it. Now, those 5 missions I'll talk about in just a second here, but basically you're going to have a couple different survival modes and a couple of hunting modes in order to actually get it done. So it's really easy. You can see the one that I've got on. Obviously, this is much better than what you're going to get probably, but it's not that difficult. So the 5 missions you're going to have to complete to get a free tech suit. Literally, there's no cost to you. You just have to beat the missions, and you got to beat the missions anyways if you want to do the boss fights. So you might as well. Bog Beatdown. Don't Fear the Reaper King. Little Light of Mine. I guess technically it's this Little Light of Mine, I think is what it's called. Moza Proposal. And then the Magma Medley Melee. Now, the Magma Medley Melee will give you pants. The Moza Proposal will give you gloves. Little Light of Mine will give you the chest. Don't Fear the Reaper King will give you boots. We're going to do that one. And then the Bog Beatdown will give you the helmet. Now, obviously, you can see I've got really awesome weapons, and I'm kind of just trying to do these missions to show you that it's possible, and this is something that you can do to get it. You have to do them on Alpha. I want to make that clear. You have to do them on Alpha. I have heard of people getting stuff without doing them on Alpha, but I have never gotten tech stuff without completing it on Alpha. Now, you can just go and track any of them. That's what makes these missions so awesome. It's really not that difficult. Obviously, if you have the weapons and the people to do it, it's really, really an easy mission to do. I guess most of these are. The melees in like the Magma Melee and the Bog Beatdown can be a little bit difficult, but that's just because they are hard because you only get to use the weapons that they provide you. You can see that I can't use tech here, but if you're using tech on another map, come here, grab the tech, get out. It's really not that hard. So she'll follow you to the Injured Queen. So basically you're just going to go ahead and go around and get all the checkpoints, and you're going to go to a queen. Now I'll go ahead and run around the area just because that's kind of what I plan on doing. And you just have to have her scan all these different locations. There's just a bunch of checkpoints. It's not really very difficult. You can kind of run past everything. You can fight it if you want to, but you do not have to. Fighting it will take you a lot longer than not fighting it. And this is just due to the fact that, oh my goodness, I forgot you guys take reduced damage, huh? But you can see that there's a ton of stuff. If you have like a really good rhino or something like that, it would be very useful for something like this. It's up to you though. You obviously don't have to. You can see that they are high level pretty much everything. I have a special red gun that allows me to get rid of all of them, so it doesn't matter too much to me. But you have to have some pretty good stuff in order to complete this. It's also much easier just to kind of run past all of it if you have that ability, but you don't have to, obviously. Alright, so we've completed that section. We're going to go ahead and go to the next checkpoint. The checkpoints are pretty similar every time because it ends you in a cave no matter what. There can be slight differences, but there's nothing major that's gonna happen. You're gonna have pretty much the same route every single time. You can see Quetzals are pretty dangerous on this one. You do have a lot of malfunction larger things, which kind of sucks, but that's about it. And we're just gonna go to the checkpoints. I have seen people do this, and I have done this before on a woolly rhino. If you have some people on a woolly, that's a really good way to go about doing this because obviously your weapons deal reduced damage. So that's something you want to be careful about. But if you had some really good woolly rhinos, a couple of good gigas, a couple of good rexes, that would solve this for you, and you wouldn't really need to worry about it. So obviously we just completed that section. We'll go to the next section here, and we're going to go ahead and go to the scan this one. A lot of this is the hardest part is just getting rid of the waves of creatures. But if you've got like 4 or 5 people on what is it called? Man, I can't think of it right now. Woolly rhinos. Then all of you can just get it. And keep in mind, if there's 4 or 5 of you doing the mission, you're all going to get the rewards. So keep that in mind. So the more people you bring, the more probability you have of getting a tech suit. Or you could all technically get a tech suit. And that's something that's pretty neat, obviously. Now, I am just doing this with a red gun for right now just because I don't feel like going through it. But I have done a bunch of these missions before using different creatures and stuff like that. So if you want to check out those videos, you're more than welcome to. Where is the next checkpoint? There it is. All right, so again, I suggest Rhino for this one. Bog Beatdown, you're going to need a group of people. I would really encourage you. You can't really do it solo. It's impossible. I've tried. You need like 10, 15 people with good sets of armor and that are good at shooting. And low, what's it called? Low lag. Because if you have a lot of lag, there's nothing you can do. You just lose. That's just how it works. Alright, so we just scan that point. We'll go to the next one. You can see we're going to the cave that you always end up in. A lot of people are like, these are different missions every time. No, with this one, you always end up in this cave. Just because the Reaper waits for you in the cave. So that's kind of where you have to end up. Now, it is the same general set of creatures. You're going to have Reapers, you're going to have Trikes, Quetzals, and stuff along those lines. You know, Raptors, anything tech really. The tech Quetzals, so if it's a tech creature, you can face it technically. There are some Ravagers that show up, but they aren't part of the mission. They are just something that's frustrating. The malfunction things, those are the ones you want to watch out for. Alright, so you can see we're almost at the bottom. Now, some people have built their base in here, so if it's on a server that you're on, that really sucks because this is like... there's the injured Reaper Queen. You can see her right there. I suggest using a creature for this, but... boom. Got her. Now, you got to collect her pheromones, and then you have to escape. So basically what you do, you go over here. Come on, let me access it. Please? This is one of those parts that sucks. Hey, quit this. You guys are jerks. So, we got that. Now all you have to do is escape. Pretty easy to do. You just go to the end of this thing. You just follow the escape route. There's literally only one way out. So it's not like you can actually do much other than follow the route. And if you do follow the route, it's not too bad. It will spawn some creatures, but that's why I use a woolly rhino on this one. Just because you can go so fast that it allows you to kind of go past everything. And that's very, very useful. So, escape route, you're seeing it. There's more Reapers, but with a Rhino, run past all of it. And then as soon as you hit the end, it despawns anyways. So you're good to go. So, you can see I'm at the end. Now let's look at what I got. You can see that it's not guaranteed every time, but you get a bunch of good loot. And look at this. 1, 2, 3 pairs of really awesome tech boots. Now you can see this one's got durability of 815, 521 armor, and you can repair this stuff. You can't grind it, which kind of sucks. So keep that in mind. But oh well. Now you can see that I'm around this area, and this is how it ends every single time. I could go right back to it and complete it again. It's not that bad of a mission, especially if you have 4 or 5 people on rhinos. You just have one guy go collect the points and the other ones just do circles. It's an amazing, amazing, easy mission to get these free tech boots. Now you're also getting other stuff as you go, some awesome saddles. And this is a great way to get saddles, like some high level saddles. Look at that. I mean, I'm on a low settings. An 80 armor Megalania saddle is crazy to have. You get some good weapons as well. So this is an amazing little technique in order to get a bunch of really awesome tech weaponry. And obviously I just did it in GCM mode, but it's not that difficult, especially if you have a group of people. I really encourage you to give it a try. So anyways, hopefully this video does help you out. I really do hope that you use some of these techniques in order to get yourself a full tech suit, because it is really, really nice to have. Anyways, let me know if there's anything else you want me to show you guys, some other missions that you're like, yo, Teach, where is this? Or how do I find something like this? And I will see what I can do. All right, Teach. Ow.